All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, Despair. We're about to have the first class trial. And at this exact moment, also, Wales versus Australia is kicking off in rugby, which I'm going to be watching as I stream. So if I'm just distracted at all, it is because of that. Skills, I don't believe I have any skills. I have no skills. I'm not skilled at all. Difficulty, I went on mean. I'm just going to leave it on mean for now. Let's review our truth bullets. You know what? We won't review our truth bullets. We will review them mid-trial. All right, I'm good. Let's do this.
Now then,
and it's all voiced,
begin with a simple
which is my favorite part.
Of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Why is Monoku?
If you vote
Monomi is
correctly,
hovering in
then only
the sky.
will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it? By the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monomi, of course.
You hate me that much?
Now,
Shaking
let's
faces.
begin.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Those are fists. I might get
Are
voices.
you even listening to the rules?
I might get better voices from
Didn't that
during
Bianca,
this.
you bastard, get killed in the dining hall? Huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Go on, Wales. Go on. Oh my god, do it. Get away. Kick it away. Kick
What
it
does
away.
that mean?
Kick it away. Kick it away.
Anyway.
Fucking, there you go.
Why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath the table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately we need to find out who murdered him. Yeah, multitasking, yeah. If we can't do that... No. Thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. So Trust Trials finally started, okay. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress during the class trial, you will be engaged in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after the other without any breaks. It's like, I know we accused that, but the game's on. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. The truth cylinder! Use the left stick to move the reticle and then fire with the diamond button, which I'm pretty sure is the Y button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Yes, we know this. We'll go over it for people who weren't here for the first one, though. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the start button during these arguments... Oh, never mind. Well then, good luck and have fun. Gaps in the floorboard, knife, bloodstain under the table.
Why was
If I press start, I get the finger. So what were my ones? Shit, hang on. Knife, gaps in the floorboard, bloodstain under the table. Knife is bloodstain knife found under the table where the discovery was discovered. A pool of blood formed around the base underneath the table. A lot of blood was splattered against the inside of the tablecloth. Also, there was no sign that the body was dragged through the bloodstain. Gaps in the floorboard. The floor of the dining hall was full of gaps. Gundam dropped one of his earrings through these gaps. Okay.
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
after the killer murdered Byakuya? They probably moved the body there.
All right, so we'll do bloodstain under the table.
Why?
Shoot his thing.
Obviously, by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery. Like a dog burying a bone.
Right, so we're shooting Soda Poppin's phrase. Huh? What he just said was strange. Clearly contradicts the information I know.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like...
His body was underneath at the very back of the dining hall.
That's a slow motion
After
one.
the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Counter! No, they didn't. Because the proof is in the pudding, and this pudding is made of murder pie.
Huh? Why? Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
Yeah, they removed the different pieces of sensors and put start to finish. Yeah, I noticed that.
So
Because there used to be little
that's
blobs
why you
said for
think
each
it's
person's
impossible
phrase.
that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
I love watching the evolution of UIs
And here
across
I thought I
like
had a genius idea.
the same
Too
series.
bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
Oh my god, Hiyoko.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
That's what I just said. Yeah.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown. And that's when he was
I
killed.
think Byakuya put the knife there.
Then, shortly thereafter, he found his body under the table.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
Was he?
The
Was
hell
he?
was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
Ryu and Byakuya dove under the table. Is it connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party? Then it's probably the knife. It's that. It's because of that. I keep forgetting that's a thing. I'm gonna assume it was the knife.
I can prove it with this.
Yeah.
It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Not the murder
Byakuya
weapon though.
probably noticed the knife was hidden there. So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
Oh, here we go. Come on, boy. Kick it. Kick it.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items.
Beautiful,
So he
beautiful.
denied
There
the
you go.
possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
Sorry, Wales just scored.
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment. Like, for example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
During the period, not quite how there will be various weak spots standing in your way. What's that? During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot. From this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. Yeah. Yeah, because the paint is why. So no matter how many weak spots there are, there will be one lie in the debate at a time. If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what he said, but you'll also lower the trust of everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra careful. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the RB button, you can progress the argument more slowly. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. However, this does consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. Alright, here we go. That's quite a lot, lads. Jesus.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
I think it's the night vision goggles.
That sounds correct. If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, he could!
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. You're wrong. You're incorrect. Let me tell you why. Night vision goggles. I saw them. I know them. They're there. Haha.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table.
Hey,
Who's seen
Chissy,
what's happening?
Chissy-O. How's it going?
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Oh, shit. They can shout me? What? Wait, what?
No, that's obviously wrong.
What is this?
It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Were you surprised by Mihiru's sudden argument? I was. I didn't expect that. Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding. I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with the left stick. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. What the fuck? And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew towards their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. Fuck, okay, I'm probably going to mess this up while I work out how exactly... Reading it is very different to doing it. For a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, you will end up divulging some weak spots. They will end up weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage. Plus, it's going to be very big. What the fuck? If you read any weak spots of this... If you don't, with the correct truth bullet, you'll not be able to cut a opponent's remark. What's a truth blade? I'm terribly sorry, it appears there's been a delay in contacting you. I'll make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? If you press the start button during these arguments... Oh my god. Okay. Oh, fuck me. I'm alright, Chizio. I'm trying to multitask. I'm trying to do this and watch the Wales. Oh shit! When did Australia score? Motherfuckers, this is what I get for getting confused by shit. God damn it. Motherfuckers gotta try. Alright, this doesn't make any sense to me. Alright.
That's gotta be it.
Okay.
I can't back down.
I'm pressing A. I'm pressing A. Alright.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. And in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planted and the killer brought them to the crime scene.
No, they didn't. They were in the geranium case.
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. That's what. So those goggles were planned. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
No, wait, I cut the wrong one.
Because if they used night vision goggles,
I don't understand why I'm
then
cutting.
they could have killed Byakuya even in reality. That's what. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
No, I didn't mean it. Fuck's sake. I
Damn it!
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be it.
Right, hang on a
Where's your
minute.
proof that the killer
I'm getting
used
it now. I pressed the wrong button.
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. In reality. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
There we
Allow
go.
me to cut through
That's the
those
one.
words.
Right. For some reason I thought I had to use the left stick and the Y button at the same time.
No, Byakuya
That's a
was
really
definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Weird mini game. I don't understand that one quite yet. I think I'll get it after a while.
But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party. We found a smaller case for storing the
I guess
night
you
vision
just attack words basically.
Which
I'm gonna cut
means
through those
we can
words.
assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume. Ibuki.
You'd love this game in Japanese voices. Yeah, I don't play these in Japanese voices because it's easy to follow when they're in English, and it's also far funnier listening to the English voiceover. And it's a lot easier for me to do voices for them when I know how they sound in English.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case. Since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
No. It was stuck to the table.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ooh, you totally mean that in a perverted way.
What the fuck? Oh, man, I keep missing all the fucking tries. Alright, the knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party started. I should be able to prove it. It was the duct tape.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape. They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why they had
Nice.
duct tape in it.
Dropkick.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid?
The
Not
letter.
only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
That's true. He went above and beyond, being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
You think
Gunther, you are
too,
so weird.
Right, Hajime?
Yeah, because of the letter, murder threat.
Prove it with this.
I can prove it with this.
Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Okay, if the first kill will happen tonight, someone will definitely kill someone.
The hell is this?
Oh, whoa, yo, what
Hajime
the
and
fuck
I
is
found
this,
in
you know?
Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Burger time!
Burger time.
Wasn't me.
Are you sure?
To Tex Pie, thank you very much for
Only
11
lies
months in
I
a
tell
row
are
of subscription.
lies.
Those are still lies.
Doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk.
Huh.
His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
That guy's face.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer. Did you? Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come
Coward!
forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
Oh my gosh, soda.
I
Soda
regret
poppin'.
that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles.
Yeah?
If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
Because of his mark, the killer's able to get the knife from under the table into his hand. The glowing paint.
I see!
But he didn't get the knife.
What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Yes.
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
It does
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
They didn't use the knife, so it wasn't the killer. Didn't use the knife.
Whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
Yes, well done, well done,
That
Hiyoko.
seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
Not the killer.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
Tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call the weak spots you've seen up until now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots of truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Oh god. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, they're throwing in a lot of stuff in this one.
Since Peko was in the office...
To be fair, that would have made a couple of things different in the other one. Like if I knew I was trying to, because sometimes you kind of had to say something that supported it in a weird way. It was strange. I guess it makes sense now that they have that. Fucking one. All right, who's it? Nico Maru's account, which was. He kept trying to use the bathroom since before the party started, but someone was using it the whole time. He was able to enter the bathroom after Byakuya's body was discovered. Teru's account and Chiaku's account. Chiaki was standing a guard outside. Fuyuhiku apparently came to the old building, then walked away. The gas stove in the kitchen is powered by electricity. That's why Totoro couldn't use it during the blackout.
She could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Not weird to doubt here, but I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up her testimony.
Since Peko was in the office...
Oh, because she's in the toilet. Turturu's account, of course. It's Turturu's account because she was saying that someone's in the toilet and because she felt sick, didn't she?
Because I was not in the... Not even before the blackout.
Oh.
Crap!
Wait, what?
Since Peko was in the office... She could have caused the blackout at any time!
That one? I'm so confused. What the fuck?
Crap! Since Peko was in the office...
Oh, fuck. I just confused Totoro and Nikomaru. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I meant Nikomaru, and I confused the two names in my head. Nikomaru's the big guy, Totoru's the chef. All right, that's what was confusing me.
She could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible. Huh? What?
Because I was not in the office. Not even
There we
before
go.
the blackout.
I agree with that.
I was just like, why isn't this working? Oh, I picked the wrong name because I confused them.
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
There's too many names. Too many long names in
Don't
it.
tell me you're crushing on Peko.
It's
Peko!
nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
I was like, what? I was in my head. I was like, this makes sense, but it's the wrong name. So.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
I agree with you!
Then the person who was involved in that whole
Scream
thing
at them.
actually-
I really agree with what you just told me!
Everyone else
I'm in
besides Peko
consent.
was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
Aggressively agreeing.
So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you are so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
Shit.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
Hey,
This guy's
were you
so
guys taught these
obsessed with
basic
shit.
manners, or were you
It's
raised in a
definitely
locker
a
room?
shit. Definitely shit.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry. The smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
Oh my god. Nico Maru.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Did you get excited? Seriously, stop it.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
Teru. Teru, please.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Pico's stomachache was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Bom, 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 bom. Knife, AC timer, night vision goggles, embarrassing pose, party dishes. Alright.
Did you eat anything
I
weird?
just really like that knife.
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it, you brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
How
I
suspicious.
wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Pico's stomach was a coincidence or if someone intentionally caused it. We need to clarify that first.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Wait, hang on a minute. There was who was it? There was only 2 people that ate the food, wasn't there? Yeah, if it was, a Kane would have felt so bad. So they can't have done that.
Just a little bit from the dining.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
Because a Kane would be feeling the shits.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Peko wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Oh my god, this guy's attitude is so bad. Such bad attitude.
Let's just dismiss Pecco's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Trashy skank?
Whoa! As long as the murder happened during the blackout, and the blackout itself is what's actually important. Trashy skank? She's not a skank. So we need to make it clear that blackout occurred. Man, there's a lot of these. Yeah, a lot of these people are really fucking nasty. The Yakuza guy's got a bad attitude, and the little girl's just got the foulest mouth.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head. Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Iron Room.
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Shit. No. I think I jumped the gun a bit early there.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, did they throw a stone?
Maybe they used a remote...
They probably...
It does not have to be. They may have tampered with... Or maybe they caused a power surge?
There you go. I just jumped the gun a little bit early there. A little bit early. The blue means you have to agree.
Blue said. The blackout was caused by a power surge.
I'm waiting for when they start
Of course,
mixing
that's not a
the
coincidence.
agree disagree into one,
Someone
into like the
caused
same
it
one.
Intentionally.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah. It seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool!
Oh Jesus! Oh my God! Oh man!
Wait a second, let me speak too!
Oh God! Okay.
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout?
Look at that guy's package. Everybody just admire his package for a moment. You can't really see it there. It's just, you see it kind of now. Look at that.
That's inexcusable!
I believe the AC timer is going to be important in this.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons off, you're saying they went all the way to the storage? Then that means everyone who, when the blackout occurred, can't be a suspect.
I can't back down!
All right.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause... If the irons caused, then the killer had to go to the storage room before them and turn on the irons. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
Shit. True, the irons were responsible for the blackout, but that shouldn't be the only reason.
The people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout...
Allow me to cut through those words!
The truth will cut through you.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
The package is, his package is incredible.
Air conditioners!
The timers for the air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m.
Yours have been cut.
Your ham hands died around that time too.
I see.
Look at that.
When the
Look at that.
timers
Look at
activated
that.
the air conditioners, the
Look at it.
breaker
It's
was
beautiful.
tripped and caused a
Just
blackout.
poking right out there. Oh, I can't stop looking at it now.
Understand.
It's like, it's just it's hypnotic.
Indubitably?
probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner,
What's an air conditioner?
they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout indubitably.
Why is she doing that? Indubitably?
Miss Sonia, not you too.
Indubitably?
Energy usage. They probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun.
Is he the only grown-up? I don't think he's supposed to be a grown-up.
She deserved to die 1,000 deaths.
1,000?
He's
you
held
say?
back 30
If I
years.
died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. Even so,
It's like you think he's supposed to be a grown man, but I think he's just like a 20-year-old dude.
I could have reset the breaker in time. And maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
18, 20, something like that maybe.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach. Resetting the breaker in that
To be fair,
darkness would have
Yashihiro,
been
yeah,
impossible.
was a lot
No
older than the
matter
others
what.
last time.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's all right. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
What?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we
What the
found out
fuck
how
was
the blackout
that?
occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
Well, I
do you
mean,
imply?
you're the only one that went in there before everyone
Just
else.
saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
He was the one who went in there to
Been arguing
clean.
for so long?
Unfortunately, it's the truth. Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this
What
point.
the fuck?
Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you.
What the fuck, man?
Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is.
What the fuck is going
I
on?
can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
What is going on?
I don't want to do this
Oh
either.
my god, he's trying to convince everyone to give up so he can get away with it.
Please,
He's the murderer.
home already. I want to go home and eat candy.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong. I think.
Did you say something?
Oh my god.
'Cause we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
You say.
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First
Dude,
of all,
he's creeping me
let's
out
try
big
thinking about
time.
how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Fucking Australia. I knew they'd be. I knew.
Didn't we already cover that?
22-13 so far.
They
Damn,
use
man.
glowing paint as
They're
a
gonna be
mark.
us. No doubt.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Is she asking how the killer got close to that table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint in order to do that, they needed to get close to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
What's the name of the nurse? Mikan? Okay. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. Oh, this is different.
Here!
Is it?
The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or
They
something.
followed the wire.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Oh. Yeah, he used the power cord.
I can prove it with this. They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Hell yeah.
Howard cord?
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint.
I think the reason What's-Her-Face fell over is because she tripped over the duralinium case. Or something like that.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Who? You're the only one!
You were standing next to it.
It was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Can you sense how the knife and table was when he was cleaning?
I see! Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all
Yeah, the
morning?
skewer thing's throwing me off a bit. There might be more to this.
If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife. That's... If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're like being misled by this.
Seriously? That's all just a coincidence.
Because he was apparently killed by the
It'd be
skewer.
fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
Yeah, he did. He did. Flashback, everybody, flashback.
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech
I don't think
you
he's the
made
killer,
earlier,
though.
that was part of your plan, too.
I don't think he's the killer.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just
He's
admit
done
it
some
already.
weird stuff, but I don't think he's the killer.
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something.
Oh no.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death. Ah, how wonderful. How beautiful it is.
Huh?
Those eyes. That moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. What the hell is going on? As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started.
Right, now he's trying to fuck with us now.
I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout.
I think
After
I think he's
all,
just
there's
crazy.
No way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that
Because if he had stabbed him, he'd have blood all over him
like
afterwards.
this. I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery. Byakuya performed admirably.
Just stop it already! Seriously!
I think he planned to kill him,
happened to you?
and then someone else killed him instead.
Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. Too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type
type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
It doesn't like a sociopath, it's true.
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
See the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito. If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
He's just fucking with you completely now, dude.
Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions. In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Protective lots of stuff. It's hard to see in there, full of cobwebs. I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have time to clean the storage room. You stayed in there for too long. I think it would be bad for your health. In that case, when you go, yeah.
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions, was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Ultimate lucky student. Ultimate baby face. The ultimate baby face. The ultimate transport. The ultimate. I wish he was the ultimate baby face.
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning.
The ultimate baby face.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks. But I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know? At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky.
Ultimate baby rage.
That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, oh, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter.
This is a very long first trial.
That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Package!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please, Monokuma!
Please, wait!
Huh?
Oh.
The fuck?
How should I put this? Is Nagito really the killer?
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just
Yeah.
something a little
Mikan, you know it.
If it's only a little, then keep your mouth
mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke.
Jesus, God, Hiyoko, you have something against her, big time.
I'm sorry. For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable.
Acceptable.
I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
You're so fucking weird. From this point on, lines of white noise. Yeah, I remember that. Your troop bullets disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles. Please time your troop bullets. Just think, yeah. No meaning at all. Please don't worry. I'm not going to fall into despair, even though it's meaningless. Allow me to say one more thing. If in this debate you won't be able to shoot down the white noise, that will be explained later. Oh. Press start button during these arguments. You can review the controls. Well then, good luck. Okay. All right.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it. He killed Byakuya with the knife he hid.
Yeah, so we have to shoot that, I reckon.
Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, never mind.
I think...
The killer is so obvious.
He has already
That bastard Nagi, he killed Byakuya with the knife.
No, he didn't.
No, that's wrong.
Boom. Here we go. We finally get it right. Here we go.
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Mikan?
I hope
What the hell
Mikan
are
doesn't
you
get
talking
killed
about?
or murder anyone
It's
because she's lovely.
obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
She totally will get killed because she's too nice.
Based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
Fucking Jesus Christ! I'll fucking slap the shit out of that kid. He is horrible.
Not a whorehouse! Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikan? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon.
That kid, man, he needs a
Can't
fucking
assume
slap
that
over the
I'm
back
the
of the
killer.
head.
What are you saying? No one else can
Just
be
the
the killer.
ass. Just
It
the
has to
ass.
be you.
The rest of it will remain
Hey,
okay.
don't blame me. Mikan's the one who said it.
I'm sorry. Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off. What happened during the blackout? Ugh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Oh god.
Whose life is at stake?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight.
Wait. Oh, look, you can see double if you cross your eyes.
Despite the fact
I'm
that
glad Ibuki showed us that important information.
No, that's not it.
Not it. What's not it?
Some way to find out what happened in the dark. There should be some way to find out what happened. Oh, I like that they show you the display, the problem thing. I think it's her.
I can prove it with this.
Yeah, I think it's her.
Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
Oh, real?
So you should have seen where Fuyuhiko gets more hate than Hiyoko. Wait, who's
You were the
Hiyoko?
one
Oh,
who
Hiyoko's the
told me,
little one.
remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
She's too young to really understand how to be good. He should know better.
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
Don't step on, I keep
What's
reading,
going on
don't
here?
step on my bean. Don't step on my bean.
This is...
This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall.
Oh, I have no
and
doubt
do
that
something about it.
Fuyuhiko is not actually as bad as he is. He just
perceptive
puts it on
hearing.
because he's of like what is
Impressive.
expected from him.
I'd expect no less from
But
the
still,
ultimate
he
musician.
needs a
It's
fucking
a good
slap
thing
across the
your
face.
ears
He
are awesome
does.
because your face, style, figure, and personality
AIDS!
totally suck.
You should
She's
watch
just horrible,
the
though.
anime adaptation after finishing this game.
You cut me
Danganronpa
deep
3.
with your knife of truth.
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark,
How is free? I think I run for free the anime
What the
adaptation of
hell?
2.
What's
What?
going on here? This is...
Ow!
it almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened. As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
Wouldn't I just play free instead of watching the anime free?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't even grab the knife.
Did you just say there's no Danganronpa free video game? There's Danganronpa V free. It's like the new one. What are you talking about? Danganronpa V free, the game's completely different to the anime. Oh.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Yeah, I missed a lot of that. You lot were confusing me. Stuck into the table and grabbed the knife. Yeah.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint, and I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was
Ah, right. That's weird. It's a bit confusing. They've called Danganronpa V3, and you just, if you don't know anything about that, you'd expect V3 to be Danganronpa 3. I figured the V was just a style thing they did. So yeah, okay. So I guess I should watch.
Are you saying you're not the killer?
Free then.
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout.
That's really
It's all
confusing.
going according to
That's really,
plan.
really confusing to me,
But
that is, the way they've done that.
unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles. What happened after that?
Don't worry about it, Rogue
Even I don't
Admiral. You
know.
let me worry about it.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and
So,
forth.
Danganronpa Version 3 has no relation to the anime at all.
Another word is brimming with so much despair. But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
V3 isn't related to the first game at all. Oh, man, fuck. I thought it was a continuation. Well. Huh. Huh. Well, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Oh, it's suspended? Wait, what?
Well now.
No, Sasami. You can't control the flow of chat. Yeah, don't talk about plot lines to do with V3 though. I had no idea that was I had no idea they weren't related to each other. Let me read the book on that. I was distracted there. You're saying you're not the killer. From the beginning, they did for the party, hiding the night set, but it was all according to plan. Unfortunately, my plan failed. No thanks, Buka. To that, I don't know. I'm the one who killed Byakuya. So he planned to kill him. But then he fucked up. What's this?
To those of you who figured out who it is, how about you try the Guess the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their save data melt away like butter. If you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion.
10 billion?
Of course, for those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue on.
Now then, what are you gonna do?
What? What? Does it actually delete your save if you fuck up? I don't want to have to go through all that again. If it deletes my save and I fuck up, I will just stop playing this game. Fuck it.
And of course, there's
What-
no
what?
10.
What the fuck? He just like skipped like a shitload of dialogue. Oh, that's pretty funny, that is.
You're so evil!
I just wanted to fuck with you. That's nice. Nice game. That'd be so funny if you just did that. Oh, wait, it's on again. Okay.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed, and his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it. 'Cause I believe in everyone. So do your best, and don't forget to save regularly.
Well, what now?
What the fuck was that?
If the knife isn't the murder weapon, There's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Babyface. What does Mika think Nigga looks clean? Because he doesn't... There's no blood on him.
I see! Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
I'm the mouthpiece for her, apparently.
That's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
He's just like
You
fucking
just
with
used
us.
something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Yes, there's one thing he could have used to block the blood splatter. Oh, really? Oh, that one.
I can prove it with this!
Yeah, the other tablecloth.
You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys, too?
Then, what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there. But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing.
Exactly, through the floor.
I don't understand at all!
The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different.
Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Really? But it sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense. Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
It seems we have to figure out important words. The improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. Oh, improved! The goal is to line up the right letters in order so it reveals a keyword related to the incident in question. Oh, the Hangman's Gambit is the fucking hardest thing of all this. Improved Hangman's Gambit is... Oh, shit. Shit. I messed up it. The improved Hangman's Gambit will go to line up the right letters in order so it reveals a keyword related to the incident in question. It's like a little puzzle game. First letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. It's improved! If 2 different letters clash, you'll take damage. If 2 of the same letters clash, they will fuse. What? You must make 2 of the same letters clash while you try not to let 2 different letters clash. That's what's most important. In order to do that, you've been given a technique to catch and release? What the? When you move the reticle with the left stick and press the A button while it's on top of a letter, you can snatch the letter like a vacuum. This is what it means to catch the letter. However, you can only catch 1 letter at a time, so please be careful. When you press the A button while you have a letter caught, you can shoot it where your cursor is aiming. This is how you release the letter. With catch and release, you can change the position of the letters and hit letters into each other. Make sure you hit the same letters so you can fuse them. The fused letters will freeze and get bigger. And you can blow it up and erase it from the field. This is called firing the letters. What the fuck? Catch and release with the A button, and after you fuse them, fire with the A button. It's a whole lot of A buttons. However, if you just erase... Reading this makes it sound so weird. If you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. Ultimately, the main goal of improved Hangman's Gambit is completing the keyword. Display the question with the B button and figure out what keyword will answer that question. About lining up the keyword, instead of pressing the A button to fire the letter, press the Y button. If that happens at the same time the letter blows up, it will be sent to the keyword list. If I send... This sounds way more complex than the last one. You must write the keyword in order based on the flying letters. Please think about the completed word. Oh, I gotta go in fucking order? Well, if you leave a fused letter alone for a while, it'll blow up on its own. No. I don't understand that at all. This is gonna be interesting to play. I'm not even sure what word it wants me to spell. I know what I'm trying to say, but I have no idea what it wants me to say. This is gonna be a goddamn nightmare. Oh my god. Under the floor is what it wants me to say. Jesus, this is really unnecessarily weird to do. What the hell have they done to this minigame? Shit, wrong button, wrong button. This is so weird. This is so weird. Like, just really unnecessarily complicatingly weird. Like, I get it, but this is really dumb. Fuck, I fucked up there. Fuck. Oh my god. I know what I'm trying to spell and I keep fucking it up because there's some shit flying around all over the place. Oh my god. Fuck, wrong button. Man, what did they do to that mini? What did they do to that mini game, man?
The killer must have stabbed Byakuya.
Like, what did they do to the mini game? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Improved. My ass. That is so unnecessarily weird. It's so slow as well. You're just like, okay. I'll bet that's going to be really awful later on. I can guarantee it.
Under the floorboards?
Yeah, the explanation for that as well. It's just, man, whew, that's a real low point for me so far for this whole series. That's definitely the worst part. That explanation for that mini game made me like, I thought I was going to have to do the most complicated thing in the world.
Full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
Oh my gosh.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. But from where? And how?
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling.
Did they improve that for like V3? Did they go back to the old one? There is one person who knows how to get under. It is this boy.
You're the only one! Hey, Gundam, you dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
Yeah.
About that earring.
V3 Gambit's way better. Good.
I said, are you referring to the
Yeah, I think I have to
Hellhound
start using my
earring?
mouse to do that properly.
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right?
Yeah, this game was originally designed for controllers, wasn't it?
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything.
I guess
including
you had the
that old
touchpad on the
building.
Vita. Maybe you could touch the stuff on the Vita.
It's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me.
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern. Truly, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just
What
listening
is
to
he
him.
talking about?
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
I shall tell you all.
God, he's like
The answer was in the storage
he's like a
room.
dungeon master that doesn't know when to stop being a dungeon master.
One of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret
Mirage
passage of
Golden
doom
Hawk,
leading to
Jumpy!
the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards.
How do you even come up with the stuff this guy fucking says?
I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2
What is that hamster at the back doing? Yeah, he's like fucking the wood or something. Mirage Golden Hawk.
Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Yeah, I bet they have voice acting for that guy must have been really fun.
It sounds like you
Golden
can go under the
Hawk.
floorboards from the storage room.
Mirage Golden Hawk
And
Jumpy.
that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
No, I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer.
No,
They
no.
must be the one who was waiting under the
They're
floor.
falling over. The what's her face falling over is gonna come into
Who
this
wasn't at the
now.
party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monomi over there can be my witness, right? Yes! This Monomi over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
Yeah, because you were. Because of
shit.
shit.
But I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the blackout,
What's his face? Little boy, little chef boy.
it obviously has to be him.
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like,
I can do it.
I can do it.
Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
see? You're making threats again.
Yeah, it doesn't help you, dude.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Good news, you're now allowed to use the silencer. Oh, another thing they've added in. You can use the silencer of the A button as many times as you want. Use the sound. Oh, okay, no, that's just the white noise thing. Oh, if this difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, you'll still be able to use the silencer, but it'll be somewhat pointless. However, if you feel like doing a little bang bang, you can use it to your heart's content. Bang 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 bang. You can press the start button. Yep, okay, thanks. Thanks. We just need to take Chiaki's
During
account.
the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at
Oh,
panties
shit.
all day
You can still
without going
panty.
to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
Kaboom! Let me tell you that right now. Counter that. Ooh, our little gamer girl can help sort that one out.
Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Oh yeah, you're doing it all in a place like this. Stand on guard, doesn't come inside. Tells me. Here you go.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Yeah, why?
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
And someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
He wanted to join. He did, but he wasn't. He wanted to join, but he didn't want to. He didn't want to be seen to be like he was going to join.
Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible?
Is it really though?
It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
Okay.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
I'm getting a little bit lost on this one, I won't lie.
It appears we're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
Do I have anyone I want it to be? I don't know, honestly. I'm
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
It definitely sounds impossible.
Rubber baby bunkers!
The hallway was really dark during the blackout.
okay.
Moving to...
Alexa Vol. No. You didn't get me this time. Thank you for 6 months in a row. You almost got me this time. You almost got me. You almost got me to say it, but you didn't get me this time. Next time, you'll get me to say it.
And that's the way
Thank you, Yuri-san,
the news goes.
for 2 months in a row.
It's
like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
Fire door?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
It definitely sounds impossible.
The hallway was really dark during...
Fire door. Fire breaks out the fire door in the hallway of the old building can be shut to keep the fire from spreading. You could use that to guide your way around. Maybe. Kitchen equipment. I found that the crime scene was not included in the kitchen. Dangerous equipment that could be potentially weapons. Apparently there's an iron plate for barbecue and a portable stove. Maybe the portable stove? No, you need power for that. Use the murder threat to get there.
Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
I'm in pain. I'm gonna go with my
I think
gut.
it's this one.
What if they used a light? I agree with that.
Yes.
You know, the killer had a light with him.
If I give the double
I
subs
was
coming at me.
right? But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's
Yeah,
written on the
yeah, I was
kitchen
looking at Alexa,
equipment
waiting
list.
for her to say something. You almost always get me with that one. Volume 10. 24 clean knives, firing skewers, frying pans, fitting wine glasses, also an iron plate for barbecue, and even a portable stove.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail.
Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Oh dear.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me?
Let's duel! Duel!
Will you be able to break through my argument?
What does that mean, battle? Sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. Damn it, there's no way I'm gonna lose against someone like him. Okay.
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
Do you mean the portable stove was used as a light source? Contradicts Kazuichi's testimony?
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? After all, he was walking near the hallway, right? The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right?
Right, so he pulled the fire door over.
So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway...
Shit!
Damn it! Did you forget what Kazuichi said? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
Right, okay.
I don't doubt
I
what
think I
Kazuichi
used the
said.
fire door thing on one of them.
What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was... So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Allow me to cut through.
The truth goes through.
Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light
He's
still wouldn't
slashing
be
at
out.
them.
I see. You actually noticed the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh.
Another limited
You
number of
still
cuts
don't
you can make in
remember
those
your
battles.
talent, do you?
Who cares about that right now?
Yeah, the cutting thing, I'm not sure like when I shouldn't
you
cut,
plotting?
honestly.
For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath? You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Hey, it's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
All right, right. Before we carry on, I need to like go for a pee real fast. So I will be right back. I don't need to watch this rugby game anymore. It's depressing me. I don't need to watch us lose. All right. I will probably be like about a minute. It shouldn't be long at all. I just need to go pee real fast. All right, we'll be right back.